Hello everyone, welcome to the channel DWS Technico, and I am going to start my new playlist on Docker. Okay, so we are exactly this is my first video, and here we are exactly going to set up the Docker, and yeah, we can start the topic. So I have a server named CentOS 7. Okay, we have exactly this is my AWS management console, and yeah, I have already launched the CentOS 7 server. Okay, and status check is already completed 2x2, and my key pair name is exactly Docker play. Yeah, as you can see. So we need to SSH the server. Okay, firstly, so SSH-I my key file name and username CentOS @ public IP. When I hit enter, and it directly redirected to the server, my CentOS server. So we need to just switch to the root so that we can perform all permission whichever required. Okay, so firstly we need to set up a Docker. As when I type Docker -- version, you see exactly there is not command found. Okay, so there is only one step you can easily install the Docker. So yum install epl-release and Docker. This is the package. These are two packages we need. So the first package is Enterprise extra package Enterprise Linux, and this will exactly come up with the dependency whichever required for the Docker, and -y, so that it can't exactly we don't need to give all the y. Yes. Okay, and after hit enter, then it exactly it is installing all the packages, and after we need to start the service if it is in inactive mode. So we have to also check the status of the service Docker. Okay, if it is not starting, then you have to start. And I think it is already done. So if I check the Docker -- version, so yes, this is already there, and so you can see there is only one command we can install and set up the Docker. After that we have to systemctl and status and Docker. So it is in inactive mode, so we have to enable and start the service. So firstly I am starting the service. Okay, systemctl start Docker, and we have to also enable it. Why so? Because when you reboot the server, it again asks you to start the service. So I am enable it. When I check again the status of Docker, it is active and enabled. Okay, so when I type Docker and hit enter, then you see that all the futuristic command related to the Docker: container, image, network, node, plugin, secret, services. So we are going to see all the stuff which are listed here. Okay, and so firstly we can talk about the architecture. So I'm already opening the page. This page you can go to that link and go through the architecture parts. So here in the left side you are seeing the VM virtual machines, and here you are seeing the container. So this is a like comparison, or exactly we are seeing the differences between the virtual machines and container. So what is the virtual machines? So exactly the virtual machine is the hypervisor. So we need a isolated operating system to run over the hypervisor. Firstly, we need a infrastructure like a laptop or computer. Over that we have a own operating system, local machine, as I have already Ubuntu machine, you can see here. So this is my operating system, and over that you need to install a software called hypervisor, and this will give you the facility to run the OS. Okay, different OS, Windows, Linux, any flavor of Linux you can run, and on Linux you can run the applications. So it will consume the more memory because you have exactly you are installing the operating system over your hypervisor, same as you have a local machine. So yeah, it consumes a lot of memory from your local machine. As comparison to container, here is the infrastructure same level, operating system also same, but difference is container engine. As I am install the docker hyphen version, so this is my container engine. It give you the features, okay, to exactly run the application without installing the operating system. So the logic is like it builds it always pull the application only, not the whole OS. Okay, whatever is required, it just install over the OS and just pull as a raw thing, so that we don't need much more space. Okay, so it is work on the stack concept. Okay, you will go to the documentation and you will see the whole exactly thing, how it is compress the storage memory. So when I just pull the docker any images, suppose Alpine, so this is the command to pull the any images. Okay, when I hit enter, we directly pull from the Docker Hub, okay, from the public registry. If I have my own private registry Docker Hub over, then it will find also from there, and it will fetch from this. So exactly it is now it is trying to fetch from the public registry, and as I have to verify if it is coming or not, then docker image ls. So this is the my image, Alpine image, with the size 5.6 MB. So it is very I think very small, and it's very easy to use. So I think in the next video we can see the how to create a container and how to exactly work in the container. Okay, till then, bye.